making some dinner for my family. I scrounged around my fridge to see what I had to figure out what I wanted to make for dinner. I found a bunch of random vegetables, which inspired me to make my hidden veggie tomato soup. Now, I personally think the hidden veggies make the tomato soup taste so much better than if they weren't in there at all. And the soup is just easy to make and it's objectively good. So I'm turning my Instant Pot on to saute mode. If you're wondering why I'm only wearing one glove, it's because I almost lost a finger to a veggie chopper about a week ago. So while it's healing, I will be wearing this because it is very unsightly. As a result, I bought myself this mini food processor because I will never use that veggie chopper again. One of the keys to this soup is obviously in the name. Since it's hidden veggie, you want the vegetables to be chopped up really, really small. It's easier to do in a mini food processor than doing it by hand. I'm adding in probably like a tablespoon of EVOO. I like to let the onions saute for like a minute or so before adding in the rest of the vegetables. Oh, I forgot to eat. This is important. That's what I like to see. Only one downside of the Instant Pot, even though I love it so much, is that it does take a long time to really caramelize the vegetables and get that really yummy flavor. So I do like to saute these for like a good 10 minutes. Need a smaller spoon. Easier to cook when he's on my back, but he prefers being on the front. Washing in some balsamic vinegar makes it taste so good. I'm just seasoning it with some Italian seasoning, garlic powder, rosemary, some chili flakes. You can add as much or as little as you want. I just find it needs a little something. I always like to add a little bit of extra dried basil. Adding in a giant can of diced tomatoes. And when you're cooking in an Instant Pot, you want to make sure to scrape anything stuck to the bottom, or else when you pressure cook it, you will get a burn notice. And then I do about 4 cups of vegetable broth, and I know you're like, Kayla, that looked like water. It's because it was water. I like to use vegetable bouillon. I use better than bouillon, so I guess it's not technically bouillon. I don't know. This is what my mom used, so that's why I use it. It just tastes so yummy. I can honestly eat this with a spoon. I sometimes add a cup of red lentils for extra protein. It does change the texture of the soup. Some people hate it. Some people think it's like gritty and like sandy almost. I don't mind it. It honestly depends on my mood if I want to add it or not. I sort of feel like I do need a little extra protein, and so do my kids. So I think I am gonna add it today. You could also add less than a cup. All right, and I like to pressure cook it on high for 15 minutes. With the tomato soup, we're gonna do grilled cheese and then garden salad. So I'm gonna whip up some of my mama's creamy Italian dressing. I can't find the other pieces of this, so I'm just gonna use my immersion blender. I have like 5 homemade salad dressings that I'm obsessed with, and I basically rotate them based on my mood. But this one's definitely one of my favorites. Delicious every single time. This 5-year-old and I made these little mini loaves of bread over the weekend. We used them to make peanut butter and jellies, but today I'm gonna use them to make our grilled cheese just because mini things are just so much more fun. I don't know why, I can't explain the phenomenon, but a miniature grilled cheese is better than like a gigantic grilled cheese. It just is. Like, are you kidding me? Look how cute that is. Almost have everything we need, but I need to know, are you team butter or mayo for making your grilled cheese? Because there's one correct answer, and I'm not gonna say what the correct answer is because I don't wanna hurt anybody's feelings. Okay, this soup is done. The finishing touches for the soup. Always taste it and adjust the seasonings as needed. I like adding cream to mine. You don't have to. Coconut milk also works. I've done that before if you want to keep it dairy-free or vegan. And I also like to blitz mine a little bit. Not fully into a puree though. And sometimes if you taste it and it feels like it's missing something, adding a little bit of sugar helps sometimes. Really needs a touch more of salt, but it's perfect. My husband and I, we usually like to eat after the boys go to bed, but you can probably assume what our plates look like. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye, guys.